This is Dan Perkins for We the People. Today I want to talk to you about the Constitution, and more specifically, two particular sections of the Constitution that seem to be under tremendous pressure at the moment. One is the freedom of speech, and the other is freedom of religion. Let's deal with the most recent attack on the freedom of religion. You may be aware that the state of Indiana passed legislation mirroring the federal legislation for religious freedom. And we had an affiliate of ABC News that went out looking for organizations and individuals who were against the provisions because of potential discrimination based on sexual orientation. And so she found this particular pizza place, and she went in to interview one of the waitresses and was asked the question, would you cater a gay wedding? Her response was, no. We would not. We would certainly serve gays, lesbians, homosexuals, transsexuals, whatever the flavor. We would serve them in our restaurant. She didn't say flavor. That was just me ad-libbing there a little bit. But anyway, she said that we would not cater a wedding because it is against our belief. We as Christians do not believe that marriage is defined as a relationship between two men or two women. We believe it's a man and a woman. And when she released that story in that interview, the internet went wild, and the social media was populated by the gay and lesbian and transsexual and all of those various groups of people who came after this man. And they threatened his life, they threatened his business. He had to close his business. There was a woman purportedly to be gay, was standing in the middle of the town, felt that they should firebomb the man's restaurant, and so he closed. And so what happened was a very small percentage of the population in America forced a man to give up his business because of his beliefs. The government, I do not believe, has the right to step into your life and tell you what you must believe. See, that's a constitutional right, but it's also a God-given right. If these people don't believe in God, that's fine, but don't tell me what I have to believe. See, there was a recent situation last year when the chief executive officer of Mozilla, the Firefox search engine, was attacked by, again, the liberal left, transsexual, gay, and homosexual communities because he had given, I think, around $9,000 to a California ballot initiative, which was passed, that prohibited gay marriage in the state of California. Now, because he did that, they said to all of their friends in the gay and lesbian community, don't use Mozilla anymore. And so the president of the company had to make a decision, and she decided that the chief financial officer had to go. He had to go because he believed that it was his right under the Constitution of free speech to speak his mind about what his thoughts are about gay marriage. And yet, the homosexual community in the United States has decided that either you believe what I believe or you shut up. You know, the terrorists in Iran say either you believe what I believe or you die. Is it going to be that far-fetched that at some point in the future a person in the United States is going to be brutally murdered because of what they believe, their belief in God, because it doesn't fit the narrative of the gay and homosexual community? What is the value of human life if in the United States, which is supposed to be the land of the free and the home of the brave, if individuals are having their rights taken away, not by the government, but by pressure in social media by other organizations? It's important. We have a constitution. The founding fathers knew what they were doing. We have a right of free speech, and the only way our society will survive for the long term is if we have free speech and the right to practice any religion we want. This is Dan Perkins for We the People.